when I came on YouTube, it was like I was what 23 or some shit. So I had some years under my belt. And I decided to come here. And then every time I met somebody on YouTube, I fucking hated them. I was like, fuck these people. You know what I mean? Like, they were just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Fucking losers. And so, like, I just fucking hated them. But there was a few people that I clicked with. It was the JK people who I still work with today and you guys. Yeah. And I was like, oh, these are just normal human beings. Because a lot of the YouTubers at the time, they just didn't know how to interact with people.
It felt like everything was the act. It felt like everything was the, either their impersonation of other YouTubers or they're so uncomfortable in their own shoes when there are other YouTubers that it makes it awkward. But the thing is, when we met David, like, yeah, I think you were one of the most genuine people we met. And it just clicked. Our comedy clicked together. Yeah. Like, I could tell off top.
And it was a mutual respect because not only just the attitudes of the other YouTubers, their content, I was just like, a lot of them, I just was like, this is true.
Yes.
Like, this is just not necessarily up to par with what we want to do, what we see ourselves doing. But when we saw your stuff, it was like, okay, this guy gets it. He has a sense of comedy.
And then he upped the production and stuff. Because this early on YouTube, you were really trying to shoot high quality stuff.
And then anytime you would come do stuff with us, you would kill it. So it was like, I feel like we always gravitated towards the real ones in YouTube. Even if it's only 5, you know, we're always gonna find those guys. And,
the funny thing is too, because when people ask me to work on projects, if I don't really know them, like I'll look at it and I'll think about it. You know what I mean? But if you guys ask me, I'm just like, let's do it. I'm like, whatever, let's fucking do it. Let's figure it out.
Same way, bro.
By the way, we put you in the most stereotypical role.
The funny shit,
chin.
I saw the video again because there was 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
But they're still funny till this fucking
funny
day.
as fuck, man.
This is a humble brag, but our content. Someone tweeted it that it ages better.
Ages well,
than when it first comes out. Like when it
sure.
I don't know, like we edit, we shoot it, so by the time it comes out, we're just like, oh,
we're past it.
Yeah. But like a year later, you go watch it, like, wow, this was really rich, man.
And I don't watch. I don't tend to watch our content a lot. It's usually like I'm just like, all right, let's get better with the next one. On to the next one. How can we do better in the next one? But the times that I do take a break and actually go back and watch stuff, David's clips are fucking hilarious every fucking time. Like, I can't stop laughing.
The fucking episode.
And we have so many bloopers too. God damn it. We didn't even put those out yet, but we need to. Yeah.
The one with the Lean and Leon one, dude. Like I was.
Lean and Leon goes to the chiropractor.
That shit was fucking funny.
That's
dude.
your spine right there. Your little butt.
The smallest shit, dude. The fucking X-ray drawing had me dying laughing. Oh shit, dude. I saw that shit. I was cracking the fuck up.
Yeah, we spent like $200 on that video, man. High production.
That was during a time though. I felt like I think for all of us too, and we talk about this a lot, where YouTube was really fun. It was fun. It was new. It was super exciting. And I think like at that time, everybody's content was so different. And I got to sample a lot of different stuff.
Very true.
And now every time I go onto a channel, it's like, I've seen this already. Like I've seen this style, the way that you're speaking, the way it's set up, it's somebody else's shit. So like when I watch YouTube now, albeit I get very, I don't want to say sad, but it's hard for me to find content I fuck with.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this the other day. Like, it's I guess like if I'm assuming we're all 30s.
Yeah.
I think like the 20s and up kind of just adapted this like, oh, let's do what works. Yeah. It's not necessarily like, oh, let's try to find something that's different. It's just, oh, let's do what works. Yeah. I remember even talking to a younger person and them telling us like, why don't y'all just do reaction videos? Because I'm like, oh, our channel doesn't get as much views as it used to, whatever. Why don't y'all just do reaction videos? And I'm like, but that's not what we do.
Yeah.
So it's like they don't even process the fact that, oh, you're trying to do something. It's just do something that's popular and it'll get views. Like, what's the big deal?
But that's the thing about that too, is though there's a reason why a lot of these younger people who are on media, they only last 3 or 4 years because after a while you can only steal so fucking much. You know what I mean? Your bag is full now. Everybody's seen all your tricks. So when it comes time for people to innovate and they got to do new shit, they're fresh out, right? And I think for us, like we've been able to expand outside of just YouTube because of all the skills that we developed, right? And it's to their credit, like I'll catch myself sometimes too, like for example, like reaction videos, right? It's funny that you mentioned that because there was a point where I was like, you should just do reaction videos. Motherfucker, your channel's dying. Get to it, do it. Throw some fucking pies in your face, prank people, do some shit. You know what I mean? And because it does start to hit you a little bit.
Yeah, it makes you feel a way when you put out something that you work hard on and it doesn't get as much as it should, as you think it should. You're just like, what am I doing this for? Because at the end of the day, even if it wasn't for the money, I at least was doing it for the people's reaction and the love that I got. But now I'm barely getting that, and the money still sucks. So it's like you kind of question yourself, but then that's when you kind of got to dig deeper and be like, what is this? What am I one day hope that 10 years from now, someone's going to watch this and hopefully it makes them do something great.
I really do believe that a lot of the stuff that you guys were doing was way before its time. Like you guys were innovators, right? So a lot of the shit that I see now, and I'm like, that's some old ass dorm tamer shit. Right. You know what I mean?
Believe me, we say it too.
We say it too. Like we've accepted that shit. Yeah. We've accepted it's kind of like what we wanted to do in a way. It was our mission without even knowing that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
Because we always used to stress that like, we just do it ourselves. Like we don't have to wait on nobody. And we would say it to our fans, not knowing that, they're hearing it. And probably there's people out there watching now who's doing Instagram and stuff now that probably heard that and was like, shoot, okay.
And don't get it twisted. We still want to be the greatest fucking comedy group out here. But at the same time, to inspire others, I mean, that's amazing. Like it's
an amazing feat.
That's an amazing feat. Like I want to see people. I want to see whatever genre we're in, whatever our craft is, comedy. So I want to elevate that as much as we can.
And that's some shit though. Is like sometimes I'll go out to these shows and I see, I'll meet a couple of like newer YouTubers or media people, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yo, man, you inspired me when I was younger." I'm like, "Cool, let me get $1,000 then, motherfucker." you make
all this free goddamn content. Yeah, you make 20 million.
Right. You stupid son of a bitch. Give me something, dude. I'm over here dying. I'm over here trying to create good art and shit. And then you have your watered down version of my shit and it does so much better. Yeah. But that just goes to show, like, also too in this platform, you really do have to learn how to evolve. Yeah. Because I know other people who put their heart into their art, but they just didn't evolve with the times. And then they're wondering, like for example, this is the best example I'll give out. It's YouTube musicians. When YouTube first started, anybody could have been a musician.
Yeah,
you go back to some of these covers that they're doing. They are arguably terrible singers, but they have 2 million, 10 million views. And so they expected that type of success. But guess what happens? You singing on a platform without A&Rs, without all this other shit, inspired other people to do it that were way better than you. And so there was real musicians that came out, and now they're trying to do their same bullshit, and they're like, well, I'm not getting the views. It's because you're actually finding out you actually weren't that good.
Competition has stepped up.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Where you like once the industry found out, this is what the power of YouTube or the power of social media can do. Everyone's gonna turn an eye here, and you're gonna get better people. So it's up to you whether you want to get better and push yourself, or you're just gonna stay there and just you're gonna fall by the wayside.
Yeah, competition is fierce now.
Yeah,
like music. I've seen like some of these cats where, damn, like for example, think about this. Justin Bieber was a YouTuber, man.
Yeah,
he
crazy,
was a
right?
Fucking YouTuber,
crazy.
Issa
Rae, Donald Glover, fucking like these people. They made it to the top.
Man, Issa Rae's trajectory is fucking crazy,
yo.
Man. Like you talking about, can I get $1,000?
Every time we see her, that's what he's like. Can we get a couple?
Remember that one time we met each other, Issa, at fucking that sandwich shop? Like I remember that day like it was yesterday, and I should have fucking planted my seed on you like you were fucking Oprah, dude. I should have done something. But just watching, she's amazing, man. Like just watching how successful she is, and albeit like I gotta say, man, she's everything she has, she deserves too. Because she was one of those people that I saw that I was really, really rooting for. And then when she popped off, I was like, yeah, no shit.
Right.
Just like you, very authentic, just
stay
real
true to
cool.
her,
You know what I'm saying? Like she's been the same since we've met her. You know what I'm saying? The relationship we've had with her, like she popped off around the same time we started, right?
No.
Awkward Black Girl. I remember, I guess 2000.
No. We were
maybe 2 years later.
We were already kind of like deep into YouTube world, maybe 200,000 subs, dropping videos, and then we just are hearing about this Awkward Black Girl. I think one of the guys in the group,
Cam,
brought it to us. And at the time, I think she was getting like 100,000 views on each episode, and then we just kind of like,
we hit her up too, and she ended up. She said she liked our videos as well, and then we just kind of kept the relationship.
That's when you. Sometimes it's good to be. I guess I don't know. I can't find the proper word, but to approach someone first, because a lot of times I feel like we all like, oh, I'm not gonna say nothing because they should say something to me or kind of in a way, but it's just like that. It was just no humility. It was just like, yo, we're fans, and then it ended up being she was fans, and I felt like that was one of the best things we've ever done. just that relationship and just being open and free and just being able to say we're fans, not even knowing if she knew us or not. Yeah, but just showing her love, and then I just feel like that was a good lesson to carry on. I always like show love to
Do you feel like every industry is like that?
Like, people will sit back and just watch you and knowing they could kind of help. They could probably help your situation, but like when we were talking about earlier, if you don't ask for something, you won't necessarily know what you can get.
Not even ask, but just like the people in your industry, like sometimes, I'm sure if you go to some like shoppers industry and it's like, Ralph's in there and Food for Less, I feel like they're not talking to each other either. They probably got their arms folded, but I feel like with us, we're able to work together. We can do videos together. We can, and away from that, we just need to appreciate each other more. Just show love towards other YouTubers, show love towards other creators. It's not even a competition, honestly. We're not competing against each other.
A lot of successful YouTubers definitely they cross platforms a lot, right? So they work with other people and they try to spread out that way. I definitely did not do that. Like I was just like, I fucking hate you, get the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? But it was one of those things that I think was hard for me. Like I just we mentioned this. I just didn't fuck with their shit. So it was hard. But if I did fuck with them, I definitely would reach out. I was let's work on something together, or I'll just be in something that you do. Right. For example, somebody else that did really great was fucking Batch. Right?
Yeah.
Because I remember, well, first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all this motherfucking story. Batch, I'm pretty sure you're not listening to this because you're way above me now, you piece of fucking shit. But Batch was fucking funny. So when I first met him, what's his name? Wes Good. Right? So he was supposed to be in my sketch, and he said, yo, there's this young cat named Batch, Andrew Batchelor. You should work with him. And so he would replace that role for Wes. And so when I was working on with this small little sketch, and it was with my buddy Josh, me and Josh looked at each other, we're like, damn, this motherfucker's way better than us. I was like, oh shit.
He's a great actor, yo.
Yeah, I was like, damn, he's fucking good, dude. Like, and I remember telling Josh, I was like, this dude is gonna be some fucking big shit out here. Because I could tell he was just hustling and working hard. He didn't give a fuck. Right. And then when we started working together, I was so surprised how he started to develop his own group and his network. Because he started popping off on the Vine thing. And so we did this sketch.
I remember even before that, he did something with Shaq.
No, he was on YouTube. He was on YouTube heavy. Like he was dropping skits, and the quality was actually high for that time.
No, but that's the thing. I think it was like he did something with Shaq that was like a comedy series.
Yeah, it was
like
the same time when all those people, YouTube was giving money to all these celebrities to start channels.
Right. And I remember his stuff was high quality.
I thought this fool was dealing drugs or some shit because I was like, where the fuck are you getting money for this high? You're a nobody. Like there's no, where the fuck is this money?
I thought he was just rich as fuck. Like, all right,
I bet you. You know what the shitty thing is? Is like with people who, this is the hater in me, I'm like, with somebody I really like to, and I'm like, God, I'm trying to find something wrong about you. Like, yo, God, because God is fair. You know what I mean? So what the fuck is Batch's thing, right?
You got a small dick. I bet you got a small dick.
I bet you that shit is fucking the size of this mic, dude. That shit is huge. And I'm like,
the biggest dick.
Yeah, and I'm like looking for something wrong because the dude was super nice, super humble. And I'm pretty sure he has his flaws. I don't know what they are yet. But one thing though I will say about this motherfucker lied to me about his age when I first met him. So when I first met him, he told me that he was like 3 or 4 years younger than me, right? And then lo and behold, I forgot what we were looking at, but he was on a pitch deck that I was on, and his age popped up, and he's like my age. I was like, you stupid son of a bitch. So he did the LA thing when he first moved in, and he lied about his age. And I was like, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, that boat I can't jump on.
Somebody told me to do that. I think my ex told me to do that. She was like, you guys should say you're young. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I
don't care.
I
don't care. I mean, I see why people do it because I guess it appeals to younger people and but I want people who need to know me. Like, I don't need to appeal to people who aren't in my category of thinking.
So effeminate. You know, I don't know, man. Like, I just don't fuck with that. We know some girls that have done that though. Like, that are doing that.
Yeah. I understand when a girl does it just because of like that societal pressure. Like once you reach a certain age, you're too old or whatever type of shit. But
hence, that's why I say it's effeminate. But
even that whole thing is just like embrace the age, man. Like especially nowadays, like we all looking good and better.
To me, all that matters is your content.
Yeah.
All that, like, are you good at your craft? Like, are you trying to push the limits here? Are you trying to get better? Like, that's all
I get sad when people.
I appreciate you more for that.
Yeah, like I get sad when people don't understand that they're gonna age. Like, you know that shit's inevitable.
Right.
Like, like that's a fucking
it's
scientific
a blessing.
Yeah,
it's a blessing to age. People die at 20. People die at teenagers, man. Like every day, shit, every year you should be like, man, I'm getting older. Woo.
And I'm still fucking here.
Right.
You know, because I mean, how hard is it for us to see like a lady out in fucking like Fairfax without her lips done, her fucking cheeks done, Botox, Christ. And I'm like, fuck, I don't even remember what a normal human being looks like anymore. Like what what the fuck is with this concept where beauty is a certain way?
Right. They look like aliens that I would still fuck, but I'm just it's
but
you know, it's weird.
I would hate myself after that. Right. Yeah, but I see it a lot, like, you know, especially with some of my friends, even like specifically here in LA. I think because when we're on social media, all we can think about is how we look and we are perceived to others.
I think even nowadays, I was thinking about that. Like, it's just, even in music, you got to be, I feel like you have to be beautiful to sell. I feel like you're beautiful or you got to like have the flyest like attire.
Or you just got to be weird as fuck.
Or weird as fuck. Like you got to be the latter something. You can't just be a regular
like
guy.
Post Malone ugly type of shit.
Right. You got to be super ugly or like the cutest person. And I'm just like, damn, there's no in between right now. It's just like people just want to see the best of the best. And I feel like they got mad options on the gram to look at.
Because you're doing music right now. Yeah. So what made you? I mean, you guys have always been doing music,
right?
But you're actually doing music now.
I guess just call it that because
that's music. It's not based on the comedy album shit. It's
it's legit music.
Right.
Yeah, and it's good too.
And it's a discovering process every freaking day, man. And I try not to take it sick. I was even listening. We were listening to y'all on the way here, and I was just like, I don't want to take myself too sick. I heard Timothy say something about like just. Like he just likes things where people just are just naturally themselves. He's not taking it too serious, and I don't want to like, oh, I'm studying music. Like I actually love to do it and just like to create, but it's a learning process, man. Every time I work with another artist, I'm like, damn, I got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Like the other day, this guy came through and his voice was just like I don't even know how to explain it, but his singing voice was so on top.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, I know it took him a while to find that. Because it's like it was so unique to him. No one